My favourite flower is the orchid, and orchids come in all different shapes, colours and sizes. But today I'm going to be talking about one of my favourites, the Dendrobium orchid. Now it's also got another name, the Singapore orchid. Now one of the tips about promoting extra life for your orchid, in particular the one that I'm talking about today, the Dendrobium orchid, is the first thing that you do when you bring your orchids home is that you need to drown it, just like that, into deep water. Now, I recommend a minimum of 15 minutes drowning, just like that. I'm just going to add another stem into that as well. And the reason why we drown our orchids is, believe it or not, orchids drink from their heads and also their feet. So soak it for 15 minutes minimum, and if you wanted to soak them for an hour or even 2, it's okay. The longer you soak it, the stronger the flower then becomes. And by doing that repeatedly, you can get up to 6 weeks of vase life with your orchids. Now after drowning, I'm just going to demonstrate what it looks like when you take it out of the water. So I'm just going to take it out of the water now. So it's a little bit wet, just give it a little bit of a shake, just like that, like a wet dog when it's releasing the water off its coat, okay? So now that's had a really, really good drink, okay? We're gonna then flip it over, and because they're male, they're not female, you need to cut the stem flush, just like that. So no high heels, and cut each stem individually, yeah? Once it's been cut, then it is time to, and I'm just going to take one of them, put the 2 aside, then it's time to admire it in some water. So I'm just going to take off a few heads just to make the clearway of the stem more clearer. So when it goes into my bottle, my vase, just like that, I'm able to enjoy it. Now, before I wrap this segment up about floral enhancing, I'm just going to show you something. Now, every second day, you need to get yourself a spray bottle like this, and you need to spray the heads of your Dendrobium orchid. And like I said, the orchid drinks from its head, and by doing that every second day, you are then enhancing the life of your Dendrobium orchid. So as soon as you notice that it starts feeling weak, a bit like a limp biscuit, you then take it out of your vase of water, drown it again, and keep on repeating that process until it looks like it's had enough. And by doing that, you have just increased the life of your Dendrobium orchid by 6 folds. I hope you've enjoyed that tip.